bouncy. Holy cow. The road is super bouncy. My favorite kind of road, washboard. Fantastic. Getting ready to go. We are waiting to the last possible second to put these packs on before we do our pack in. So I'm rocking mine around about 50. I'm gonna say with water and bow, mine's at 52 pounds, maybe 53. Aaron, you're at 60, you think? Yeah. Rob, where are you at? 50? Like with your bow? What? Hey, good morning. It's morning day 2. Rob, make sure I'm looking at that camera. Rob was able to, he saw a couple cows yesterday in our evening hunt, and it was super windy and cold last night. I had a problem with my sleeping bag, but I got it fixed, so should be okay today. But it was really cold this morning, but it's heating up pretty quick. The elk are not bugling at all, nothing, not a sound. It was super windy last night, but after the wind died down, there was nothing. So, and then the water situation up here, we were anticipating a lot of water. there's water where our camp is, which is about 3.5 miles in. And then we ran into another hunter who said that there's water about another 5 miles this way. And that's the only water he could find. And he said he saw a bunch of cows, and the bulls were kind of bugling in the mid-morning, but that's about it. So we're going to be I'm working my way up this ridge this morning, and going to get up on top of the ridge and see if I can hear anything and do some calls and see if we can get anything to respond. So, but it's super quiet this morning. So I'm currently taking off all my layers because it was really cold, and then heating up really fast here. So yeah, looking forward to a good day. All right, it's about noon. No, it's 11:30. It's 11:30. Took a small nap. Felt good. Sun's finally come out. It's warmed up, and pretty sure all the elk are bedded down. And I'm just making my way back to camp. It's another couple miles. Make it back in. But I did a video talking about how the terrain that we're hunting just doesn't have a lot of open spaces. And I'm coming up on one of the clearings here. So, pretty sure after, I don't know how long I've hiked. It feels a lot longer than it probably is, but kind of scouting out the area and looking at what's going on. There normally is a lot of water in the area here. There is elk sign we see. We got some rubs going on. There's a lot of droppings, a lot of hoof prints, and it seems to be concentrated in like the wetter areas. And to my knowledge, at least what I've seen so far, is that there's only 2 areas that have any water, running water at all. And there's an area behind me, I don't know how many miles, a couple miles, and it's got some running water. It's not very good, but there is some, and there was some pretty strong elk scent in the area and sign, and there's a wallow up there, so might be worth it to make it back up there this evening. The other spot is honestly right by our camp, and that's where Rob shot his bull a couple years ago. It's really close to where he saw the spike the other day and the 2 cows we saw last night. And so half thinking that we'll just find a spot down there and just stake out that running water and see what comes in, because I bet you anything they're coming into it, because this whole area there is it's dry, unbelievably dry. So we'll see. Dinner time. It's cold. It's time for water run. Got a little bit of water in here still, but if I don't do it now, I'm going to have to do it first thing in the morning, so doing it now. And full. And that is how we get filtered water every day.
So I had a nylon fill bag. So I went to a big egg down. Yeah, I got it down to that big. My down fill was like a watermelon, like a massive watermelon. You know what? The reason I got that is it's the setup time. It's the easiest thing to set up. Like if you get the camper dark, you can set that up. Well, you can set his up. Yeah. But you gotta be you gotta know how to turn the switch. Watch this.
Heading out for our last evening hunt. Saw a couple elk again this morning. Rob did, of course. Rob's the only one who's been able to see any elk. It's been crazy. It was cold last night. I didn't record anything this morning because I was so cold. But gonna be heading out across the big meadow, looking to get into a couple wallows. Aaron and Noah have gone off that direction. I'm gonna go this direction, and we'll see if we can make it happen tonight. My tag is basically any elk tag, and while I want to shoot a bull, we're on our last evening and gonna be hunting again tomorrow morning if we don't shoot anything tonight. So right now, elk is on the menu. Gonna see if we can get close. Cow or bull, I am no longer gonna be picky. So they are here. Just got to get close to them. So hopefully be filming some good footage later. All right. Staking out a pretty heavily used wallow for the evening. Sun's starting to go down. It is so much warmer tonight compared to last night. It was so cold last night. I think in the morning it was down to like 20 degrees. It's about 6:45 right now. Sun will be going down in about an hour. And this time last night was pretty close to unbearable. Just bitter, bitter cold. So it's crazy how quickly the weather can just change in 24 hours. So I don't know if that's good or not for our movement. The elk are up and moving around. Man, they're just elusive. So this wallow is pretty heavily staked out, or heavily used. Got myself a good little blind in here, and yeah, we'll see if I can make something happen tonight. It'll be good. So, getting closer to going home time. Blind. Somebody put a lot of work into putting this together. Well, it's about 25 yards that way. There's another one right there. So, these elk can come in from pretty much anywhere, but we'll see. Well, pretty much out of daylight. Moon's out. It looks a little brighter on camera than it really is. Should have to turn on my headlamp here pretty soon. Elk sign everywhere. No elk. So, got tomorrow morning, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's it. All right, good morning. Last morning. Gonna go head up to a wallow up here that I haven't been to yet and stake it out. See what happens. It's been fun. Today's a lot warmer than it was yesterday. Yesterday was so freaking cold. It's like downright like hot right now. I mean, it's not hot, but definitely a lot warmer than it was the other day. So I think I don't know how that's going to play things out. The moon was out last night. Anyways, but I'm going to head up to this wallow, rip a few calls, see if we can get any action. It's frustrating because the elk are in here. We can see that they're moving. We see fresh sign all over the place. Just can't get a set of eyes on them. So we'll see what happens. Joys of hunting public land. Let's flip that around. Well, my clock is ticking. Been calling and watching this wallow up here behind me for the past hour and a half or so, and had a couple bugles respond back, but nothing came in. So I think this is going to be all she wrote. So I'm going to make my way back down to camp. It's probably about 2 miles. And then mile and a half, I don't know, something like that. And then eat some breakfast and get packed up, ready to get going. You know, I think there's a lot of guys that are a lot better at this than I am, and a lot more successful too. And sometimes I wonder why I keep coming back and doing it again and again. Because when I'm here, especially 2 nights ago, when it got down to like 20 degrees, it was just bitter cold. It's pretty miserable. But man, this is just pretty country. And when you have elk responding to you and you can smell them, they're in it, it's exciting, it's a lot of fun. So Rob got a couple shots off at a spike and a cow. His spike, it was just one of those things. It was about 46 yards, and there was just a twig that was like right in front of the elk and deflected the arrow last second. And then the cow, he was drawing on a cow that was around about 60 yards, and then another cow stepped out about 30, and he was already dialed in. He was 67. He was already dialed in, and so he had to make a guesstimate on going for the closer broadside cow, but his arrow went wide, so went low, I think. But Rob, he shot a nice bull here a couple of years ago. They are in here. It's a beautiful area, and we'll definitely be back. So, hoping to be a more successful hunt this next time around, but you never know. On the way back, might be able to bump into something. So, yeah, let's get going. All right, breakfast time. Got our stuff in a bag. Show you how I'm going to make breakfast. Yeah.